We are here with someone very important, a powerful person, very successful in her profession, laboratory scientist. She's the HOD of medical laboratory department here in IRU VI LCDA. How long have you been practicing?
Close to 15 years. Medical lab has been my, something I've loved to do since when I was in secondary school. I happen to be one of the members of the Nigerian Red Cross Society, and I felt being a member of the Red Cross, automatically you can become a doctor. That was what I felt then. We are actually the brain behind the diagnosis.
I would say
yes, we are the searchlight. Yes, oracle of medicine. We are the searchlight of medicine. We get the samples, we analyze, we bring out the facts, the real thing that is really happening in there. So we are like the oracle that gives the doctor the guide on how to take care of the patients. This is a primary healthcare setting. Like we say, primary before secondary, then before tertiary. So the primary healthcare, we offer basic screenings, such as the full blood counts. We have the serologies, like the pregnancy test, hepatitis, B is ABC. We do VDRL, we do urinalysis. That's the basics. Most times people think they don't really know about the medical lab department. They feel everybody that works in the hospital, they are doctors. Most people, when they see me, they call me doctor. Oh, I'll be like, no, I am an MLS, medical lab scientist. So I prefer to be called medical lab scientist.
There is this kind of misconception I will also share generally about healthcare industry.
Okay.
Understand? Majority regard the nurses, female working in the healthcare industry as a nurse. Once you are a female, they can just consider you as a nurse. And once you are a male, they will consider you as a doctor. And if you are putting on a lab coat, they will automatically consider you as a consultant or a medical doctor.
See, the word actually is our watchword in the lab, because you don't have to give a wrong results. If you don't perform the results, if you don't perform the test, you don't do it at all.
So good day, everyone. I don't need to introduce myself. Of course, you know me. But we are here with someone very important, a powerful person, very successful in her profession. I used to call her Alaja, right? But she will do the justice to everything. She will do the proper introduction. So here I'm with a laboratory scientist. She's the HOD of medical laboratory department here in IRU VI LCDA. Ma, can we meet you?
Yeah. My name is Adebayo Aderon Kamdalat. I'm a medical lab scientist. I happen to be the HOD of the medical lab department of the Oriyorin PSC, IRU VI LCDA.
All right. So, Ma, we have some few questions to ask you.
Okay.
And of course, the main reason why we are doing this is for you to show your insight, and also for you to let the people, know exactly what happened behind the closed door in the laboratory, room.
Okay.
So, when you get into the lab, what is the first thing you do?
Okay. When I get into the lab, I try to, keep the charts, the temperature charts of the room and the refrigerator, then the cleaning of the equipment, which also have the charts too. So we update the charts before the proper work begins.
So, Ma, how long have you been practicing?
Well, I would say like close to 15 years, but initially as a contract staff in the Lagos Island local government.
She should be your girl.
So, come to talk years. Of the under Lagos Primary Health Care too. So, as an proper employee of the Lagos State Primary Health Care Board, that's like since 4 years back now.
Wow. We have different professions here in the healthcare industry. we have the nursing, we have the medical doctor, we have radiography, we have different professions like that. But why do you choose medical laboratory scientist? What inspired?
Yeah, medical lab has been my, something I've loved to do since when I was in secondary school. I happen to be one of the members of the Nigerian Red Cross Society, and I felt being a member of the Red Cross, automatically you can become a doctor. That was what I felt then. So as time goes on, I actually put in for a medical course in the university. So I I was given biochemistry, which I really don't really know much about then. So I had to go for the course. So during my journey in the biochemistry section, I had to go for a 6-month training, which I did at the Onikon Primary Healthcare Center, now General Hospital in Lagos Island here. So those periods, that was when I had this love for medical lab, because I did my IT at the medical lab department then. So I actually love what they do, and I felt it's something I can put in for and actually become someone, great in the profession.
Okay. Well, let me just give you a gist. We actually work together. Yeah. Apart from this content of the thing, I'm a coaching officer, so we are neighbor here in the office, and she's someone that I really like so much. The way she, dressed to the office, her passion towards work, understand, always top notch. Like you want to be like her, of course. You want to be like her. So ma, it's a good thing actually. I'm learning from you for real. I'm learning from you. So, I know as a community practitioner, their role is to, work in the GOPD, carry out outreach, promote health, and as a medical medical doctor, they do consultation and all. But as a laboratory scientist, what is your role? What does your role involve in the healthcare industry?
We are actually the brain behind the diagnosis.
I would say
yes, we are the searchlight. Yes, oracle of medicine. We are the searchlight of medicine. We put in more light to what the doctor must have been, suggesting. We get the samples, we analyze, we bring out the facts, the real thing that is really happening in there. So we are like the oracle that gives the doctor the guide on how to take care of the patients.
All right. Talking about tests, what test do you do most often here, in the primary healthcare center?
This is the primary healthcare setting. Like we say, primary before secondary, then before tertiary. So the primary healthcare, we offer basic screenings, such as the full blood counts. We have the serologies, like the pregnancy test, hepatitis, be it ABC. We do VDRL, we do urinalysis. That's the basics. So if we have something that is above what we can, handle here, we have this synergy, like a referral we do to the secondary facility, which is the general hospital. And from there, if it is required of them to, transfer to the tertiary, which is the teaching hospital, they do from there too.
So what is the biggest misconception people have about your job?
Okay. Most times people think they don't really know about the medical lab department. They feel everybody that works in the hospital, they are doctors. Most people, when they see me, they call me doctor. Oh, I'll be like, no, I am an MLS, medical lab scientist. So I prefer to be called medical lab scientist. They don't really know what we do here. So we are the one that, put them through to know what we are in for.
There is this kind of misconception I will also share generally about healthcare industry.
Okay.
Understand? Majority regard the nurses, female working in the healthcare industry as a nurse. Once you are a female, they can just consider you as a nurse. And once you are a male, they will consider you as a doctor. And if you are putting on a lab coat, they will automatically consider you as a consultant or a medical doctor. Yeah. So there are a lot that people need to know, and the kind of roles, different roles, each cadres have
handles
coming together as a health team to achieve just one common goal.
Yes.
That is it. So, ma, I know your work is very challenging, right? But what is the most challenging part of your work, like your job? What is the most challenging part of it?
Like, what we used to, to give the diagnosis, we have light issue.
Okay.
Most times. But I must confess, the Lagos State is really trying in that aspect.
Like for Lagos State,
yes. Virtually all the PACs have solars. It might not be all the PAC for now, but I'm sure that we are getting there.
Right.
Yes, and initially even presently, we are into manual method of analyzing the full blood count.
Yeah.
Like as I'm saying, people that really know what full blood counts is, they will understand what I'm trying to say. But with the help of the Lagos State Primary Health Care Board, with the Lagos State government, under the directorate of my department, now a retired MLS Ekundayo Patrick Doing, we're able to, equip like 90+% of our PAC with an analyzer.
Wow.
At least for full blood counts.
Wow.
So I know in due time, most of all the lab we will get will be fully equipped with automation.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that.
That's
and
actually a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one from
Lagos. We have an analyzer
State.
now, but we're yet to install.
That's a good one from Lagos State.
Hopefully
Lagos
this
is
week.
actually doing well. I would say, in the whole 36 states, when it comes to health, Lagos State is performing so well. We have numbers of PACs in Lagos now. Let me just say, I don't want to give exact figure, but I know we have more than 300, if not 300 or 322.
Yes.
And out of that 322, let me say 80% are well equipped. So which means every rural area, every rural community have access to healthcare delivery system. That's a good one from Lagos State. And I want to ask this, ma. I know people don't really know the importance of accuracy.
Accuracy
from the laboratory.
Yes.
They don't know the importance. For an example, you send someone to go and do HIV test. Screening, right? And at the end of the day, a result came out showing positive. Meanwhile, the person might be negative. That is how crazy, inaccuracy can be in healthcare system. So how important is accuracy in the health system?
Accuracy, the word accuracy is our watchword in the lab. Because you don't have to give a wrong result. If you don't perform the results, if you don't perform the test, you don't do it at all. If you do it rightly. Because this is human being you are affecting. And not just that person. It might be the whole family. So I would advise my colleague that work in the medical lab department that should take this word accuracy, take it as something very, very important. And I believe that's what most of us that are licensed have been doing. I know, because we know what it will cause on our clients. And we wouldn't want to do that.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
As I said earlier, medical laboratory is the oracle of medicine. Any decision coming from this place, understand, we guide the judgment of the consultant or the doctor or a nurse. The decision is primarily coming from this end before it goes out. So accuracy is very, very important. Very, very important. So quick one, man, just for fun. Tea or coffee? Which one do you like?
Tea.
Tea. Morning shift or night shift?
I prefer morning, but I like both. But I prefer morning.
I actually like night shift too, because
I prefer morning. So
I am a night worker. I don't sleep at night, so I prefer night work.
Night crawler.
So which equipment, like which one is your favorite equipment?
I would say the centrifuge.
What does
the
that
bucket
one do?
centrifuge used to separate sample.
Okay, we have it here, right?
Yes, that's it over there.
Okay, that's it there.
Yeah, the bucket centrifuge.
Okay. So what's the
quick one? When normally there are some parameters you might want to determine in the blood samples.
Okay.
That will need separation because the blood, as you see, it has different components.
Yeah.
So there are some you use the whole blood to
Okay.
carry out, and there are some you use the plasma,
So,
and that's the watery section you get when you separate the blood sample.
yeah.
So when you keep a blood sample in a specimen bottle, we have different specimen bottle for different kind of
test.
screening. Yes.
Okay.
So if you keep the blood in a specimen bottle that have anticoagulant, this anticoagulant is a kind of reagent that helps prevent the blood from clotting.
From clotting. Yeah.
So you are using the particular specimen bottle that have anticoagulant.
All right.
You keep for a long time on the bench, it will separate automatically. But what this bucket centrifuge does is to help you spin it, reducing the time of getting the separation. So it's hasting your work. Within 5 minutes, separation is done and you can carry out a screening. So it's a very...
You can see beauty of science. That's beauty of science. So one thing patients should know before coming for a test.
Yes, the patients are to know what to do and what not to do, depending on the kind of screening they are asked to do.
There are some screening
you
don't
have to eat. Yes, there are some that you don't eat. Yeah, and some are time, oriented.
Maybe in the morning.
Yes, that you have to do it in the morning. Yes, so that you get the accurate results for that particular screening.
If you weren't a laboratory scientist, what would you have become? What would you choose?
I would have been selling in the market.
you like
I like
business,
sell,
right?
Yes, I like it.
Okay. Well, I would say this just to chip in something. You say in life, if you want to be a successful person or if you want to create wealth, you have to have many options.
Yeah.
Right? Many options. I mean, you see, having a license, a certificate as a medical laboratory scientist is an option. But people should not know that you don't have any other option apart from that. Once people know that you don't have any other option, or even if you don't have any other option apart from that certificate you have, that means you are just inside a prison. You don't have anywhere to go. You are depending all your life on that. So it's good to have, different options. You can be a medical laboratory scientist, at the same time be an entrepreneur, at the same time have farm, all sort of.
Yes, the license shouldn't restrict you to what you should do in life. You have your license, you are lucky to work with it, you should have option B, possibly option C too, so that you grow wealth together with it.
So, what advice will you give someone who wants to choose medical laboratory science as a course or as a profession?
Yes, well, the person must be a science student in the first instance.
Okay.
And it should be a very careful person because you are going to handle a sample. Sample you are handling is like a human being. Yes, because any mistake you make from that could affect the life of the clients. I mean patients, clients. So you have to be a very reserved person, somebody who can read, who loves to read, make research, so that by the time you get there, most things will not even be new to you. And when you are introduced to anything in the class, you should be able to read ahead of what you have been taught, so that you gain more. Thank God there are a lot of social media handles that you can retrieve knowledge, get to see if it's something you can handle. Why not? If not,
okay. What quality makes should a medical laboratory scientist have? What are the qualities should a good medical laboratory scientist possess?
You have to be.
Just mention some now.
Yes, you have to be honest. You have to be accommodating. You have to tolerate. You have to be a person who is willing to learn. Learning doesn't stop from you having a license. Learning continues. It could be from your junior colleagues. You should be a person who is, ready to gain more, and you should learn to, work with other people. You should be friendly. How to, cooperate.
Yeah.
So that because only the lab section cannot do the whole thing in the medical setting.
Wow.
Yeah, we have cadres where you have to do things together, so that you you achieve a common goal, which is the wellness of your clients.
That's a good one. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
everything. Thank you for the word of advice. Thank you for showing your beautiful face on our camera.
Thank you.
So just I don't know if we will be permitted to, if you can just show us some of your equipment. You are not touching it, of course. We are just looking. So
yes.
if you
Why
can
not? Okay.
just show us if it's good.
So this is a microscope here.
The Latin.
The microscope, and this is the analyzer I said we just got.
Okay, that's the new analyzer.
Yes, we'll be installing it very soon. This is the UPS for it, and this is the electrophoresis for the genotype analysis. This is hematocrit centrifuge for the PCV.
The one you talk about.
PCV. This one is hematocrit centrifuge.
Okay.
For the PCV, this is bucket centrifuge.
Oh.
Then we have a
Samples.
minor equipment.
Okay.
Like the micro pipettes. Then we have the little devices. This is hemoglobinometer for PCV analysis.
Okay.
It's like a on-point equipment which you can use. You can carry it around instead of using this. Yes, the mobile stuff. Then we have the
they can use this one for PCV, right?
Yes, yes, it uses strips.
Okay.
Then we have the glucometer too. Hello.
I know the glucometer. I think it looks like
glucometer
that.
for sugar analysis, like a point of care too. Okay. So we have that, and these are.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We are not the only one working here now. You have other stars.
Yes, I have.
And
this is my good colleague here. He's a junior colleague anyway. But very relatable. I can leave the office for him. He's capable.
He's a guy.
So, Kelvin, and this is another person. One of them here, Mr. Kelvin, and we have the IT students.
Oh, you have an IT student?
Yes, we have IT students. They come in for a period of some 6, some 3 months. So they will now go back to school to complete their courses. And this is Victoria. This is Ramat. Wave to the camera now. This is Victoria. This is Ramat, Kelvin, and others are not in right now. We run shifts like roster stuff, so some of them are not in.
So thank you everyone for welcoming us to this your beautiful lab. Can I share?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Alaja, thank you very much.